to take some opportunity to introduce one of my colleagues here, Mr. Broome, who is the president of the Greater Phoenix Economic Council. Barry's going to talk to you a little bit, introduce some other speakers about some of the exciting things that we're doing here in the state of Arizona. So without that, thank you very much. Barry.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm the president and CEO of the Greater Phoenix Economic Council, which is the Phoenix region in Arizona. As many of you might know, we have been the #2 state in the nation for concentrated solar power announcements, as well as our utilities using solar power as a renewable energy source. Of the top 10 solar renewable energy sources for utilities in the United States, 3 of them are in Arizona, and they are the 3 utilities we have. So we've been building on the demand side for a while, and we just had announced from Arizona that yesterday our governor signed in a bill that'll generate $350 million in cash monetized tax credits to solar industry companies, both to place headquarters, manufacturing, and research and development operations in the state of Arizona. As you know, there's been some activities of tax credits against tax liabilities in other states. There's been some tax credits that are transferable, but our governor, with the credit markets being relatively soft, is making this a guaranteed cash refundable credit. It's a financeable credit. The pool of dollars is $350 million, and it makes it the largest single financial tax incentive from a cash perspective in the U.S. Along with that, all renewable and solar headquarter operations, research and development facilities, and manufacturing facilities will have their real and personal property taxes eliminated to only 5% of the valuation for their first 10 years in Arizona. And if you hit certain job numbers, it can go to 15 years. So that is not driven by jurisdiction. Unlike a lot of state incentives for companies, you don't have to be in a particular area. Wherever you locate in the state of Arizona, every single community in that state is immediately eligible to do that. So this is the largest single cash incentive in the industry now in the United States. Its real and personal property tax reclassification is turnkey because it's automatic. If you come into the state and you meet qualifying job standards of around $38,000 a year, if you make a minimum investment of $5 million, these incentives are automatic. So there's no local approval process. It's a 2-page application outside the governor's office in the hands of the Department of Commerce Director, Don Carden. So the governor also signed legislation that empowers communities to create special taxing districts for renewable and solar companies for energy production, which gives special tax circumstances as well as bonding capabilities as well. And then finally, on the concentrated solar power front, House Bill 2614 was passed as well. And so any concentrated solar power investment in Arizona has their real and personal property taxes eliminated to only 5% of the valuation, and that is in the perpetuity. That is a permanent tax classification on all concentrated solar power investments. And of course, if you were following the recent announcement of Lockheed Martin in Starwoods announcing a $1.4 billion investment in Arizona, that was triggered by this bill. So obviously we're here to celebrate the industry and the future of solar here in the United States and around the world. And I know that it's been a long time coming for people, at least in the United States, is wondering if there was someone other than California that was actually going to put some time and energy into the solar sector. But I'm pleased to announce today, on behalf of our governor, Governor Jan Brewer, these recent accomplishments as of yesterday. So my colleagues are here. Our website is gpec.org. You'll be able to find more details on the programs and how they work through that. Obviously, these credits are available immediately. There's about a 30-day period as far as the negotiation for the credits, but it's pretty straightforward, and we'd be interested in competing for any and all industry that would consider Arizona as a specific location. Down the road, we're going to be announcing some direct collaborations between Arizona and California as well. I think you're going to see California and Arizona almost become a combined market. This is also a market that's going to build 800,000 new homes over the next 15 years, and starting in 2011, average about 5 million square feet of new commercial industrial space. And we know the Mojave Desert's off limits. Well, the desert in Arizona is open for business. So if you're looking for a desert location, you're welcome to come to Arizona. And to talk a little bit more about energy policy, and one of the real architects of Arizona's solar future is the chairman of the board of the Arizona Corporation Commission, Chris Mays. Chris?